First, I just want to get your personal reaction to what Steve King said.
Oh, I wasn't surprised at all. He's been saying things like this since I've been in Congress, and I'm sure before I came to Congress in 2013. Steve King is a white supremacist. He's a white nationalist. He's a racist. He's a provocateur of anything controversial that deals with race. And quite frankly, I'm, upset that the Republicans have taken so long to condemn him. It took him coming out and being, so blunt
Yelling
and saying what's wrong
right.
with white nationalism before they finally said anything. If you go back and you look at the things that he said about Dreamers, the things that he said about President Obama, this is a bad guy. This is a racist, plain and simple.
Well, let me add some more, I guess, descriptors. He's homophobic. He's anti-Semitic. And yet he's been democratically elected 9 times in Iowa. What do you think that says about bigotry in some parts of America?
Oh, not only has he been reelected, the Republican National Committee, the NRCC, they've all poured money into Steve King's race to make sure that he was reelected, even after he said those things about Dreamers, after he made anti-Semitic comments, when he said all of these things, and he's been in trouble in his elections. The Republicans have still come to his rescue, and many Republicans have actually sought his endorsement when running for national office in Iowa. And again, they need to step up all the time, not just when he's this blatant. That's wrong. That's what's wrong with the Republican Party, and that's why we have so much racism in this country still today, is because people want to pretend like the only thing that's racist is when people actually say nasty racist words, or when they're as blatant as Steve King. But we know that racism is much more systematic, much more built into the system than that, and much more of a problem than just the blatant things that we occasionally hear.
So I know that CBC has released a statement asking for him to be removed from committees. I have called on Republicans as well to not just condemn his language, that should be, baseline, but to tell him to step down, tell him to resign. He might not do that, but at least we'd get people on record telling him he indeed does not belong in Congress. What do you expect to happen, though, to Steve King?
I don't know what's going to be Steve King's future, and don't really care. I don't think that Steve King needs to be in Congress. I think that Republicans should ask him to resign. But I think that in the meantime, I think that the talk that he could possibly be censored, I would be very supportive of that. Steve King should have been censored a long time ago. When the Republicans had the gavel, they should have censored him, because this is not new for this man. This is a terrible person. This is a terrible human being. He is a white supremacist racist.